So, Lydia, if you call your child by their birth pronoun, if you call your child by their birth name, that is considered coercive, and you could have your child taken away in the state of Colorado. I can't think of anything more Orwellian or more Big Brother.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. So you're calling the parents hate groups because they don't believe in this bull crap?
There's a new war on parental rights in Colorado. You will not believe this. Democrats advancing a controversial bill that would effectively classify misgendering and dead naming as child abuse in custody decisions. Now, dead naming is when you refer to an individual by their birth name and not the new desired name. So in custody battles, that would now be considered coercive. The Democrats invoked a rule to avoid any debate on this bill and these changes. And now it's heading to the Democrat-controlled Senate, where it will likely pass. I mean, this is wild. Republican State Representative Jarvis Caldwell refused to stay silent, posting this.
When we were going into debate, starting the debate on House Bill 1312, the Democrat majority invoked Rule 16. Rule 16 is calling the question, and it ends debate immediately and then goes directly into a vote. And I believe they did this to silence us because they know how much negative attention this has been getting nationwide. And so what they did was they silenced us and did not let us represent this to silence us because they and then goes directly into a is calling the question, and it ends debate immediately. The Democrat majority invoked Rule 16. Rule 16 is calling the question, and it ends.
Rule 16, that is the stupidest thing. Why would that even exist? To not debate on something that should
debate immediately and then goes directly into a vote. And I believe they did this to silence us because they know how much negative attention this has been getting nationwide. And so what they did was they silenced us and did not let us represent our constituents and talk about the issues that we have with this bill. If you recall, House Bill 1312 says that if your child is confused about their gender identity and you don't affirm that confusion, that delusion, then you are guilty of child abuse and you can lose custody of your children. Now, here's what I wanted to say from the floor of the House of Representatives that I was robbed of saying in silence. I wanted to say it is not me, it is not my constituents, it is not the people from my side of the aisle who are pushing this gender identity crap on the kids of Colorado. They are. And what they want to do with this bill is say that if they confuse your children and you don't affirm that confusion, they will take your child from you.
So, Lydia, if you call your child by their birth pronoun, if you call your child by their birth name, that is considered coercive, and you could have your child taken away in the state of Colorado. I can't think of anything more Orwellian or more Big Brother.
It feels like the lunatics are running the state house there or something. That's the only way to explain it. I will say this, there are families across the country in my community that are navigating issues of transgenderism, transgender children. And in my own community, I have no judgment. I agree, children who are all created in the image of God with no judgment and acceptance. It is not my place. But I also think it is not the place of government to try to regulate this issue and navigate this with parents. I think this is an issue that should be squarely left to the parents of the household. Let me give you an example. I have a 2.5-year-old and a 5.5-year-old. My son is the younger one, 2.5, and he adores his older sister. What is she into right now? Dolls. Princesses, right? She wants to be the princess of the house. So what does he want to be?
I'd have gotten a dose of common sense, but Harris, listen to this. This is one of the grossest sound bites I think I have ever heard. This is Democrat lawmakers being asked, did you speak to the parents groups? Listen to how they talk about parents.
We'd heard from multiple witnesses that this bill has been worked on for over a year. I will say I learned about this bill yesterday. It was introduced Friday evening. I really am curious about how much stakeholdering went on both sides of the issue. And if parent groups that are not a part of the LGBT community if they were involved.
A well-stakeholdered bill does not need to be discussed with hate groups. And we don't ask someone passing civil rights legislation to go ask the KKK their opinion.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. So you're calling the parents hate groups because they don't believe in this bull crap?
Passing civil rights legislation
she's
to
an
go
airhead.
ask the KKK their
Democratic
opinion.
state
I
representative.
agree. There's no reason to go to the table with people who are echoing the hateful rhetoric going around about
And this idiot looking mother.
the trans community.
Wow.
So the one
I feel bad.
lawmaker there, when she
I feel bad for Colorado. I mean, damn. Colorado, if you plan on having kids in Colorado, you should probably think twice, because if they're passing this type of crap, the leadership there is not giving a damn about parents and what they want to fulfill in their kids' lives. If their kids choose to say, hey, I'm born a boy, but I want to be a girl. I'm a girl now. You need to call me a girl. And the parents choose to not do that and affirm that craziness. The parents are going to end up losing custody of their kids in Colorado. That's crazy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Till next time. Peace out, everybody.